All right, this is Aimcom, and I got to redeem myself from this one I did, 11 hours ago, according to this video, where I tweaked the brain here, which I'm going to try to redeem myself and uh, redo it. So, where are we at in this app here? How to start and okay, this is it's a brain.js for just to get a roundabout. It's a brain.js. It takes a snapshot of Binance and I push it through. I have other videos explaining a bit the structure uh, on how this works, but today I wanted to just really hard code something, and I tried to hard code something live the other day for the first time, and it's like I got like nervous or something. So I got one done. I got another one done from these. What I'm doing here is the yellow line and the green line are a brain in itself for the yellow chart, not a brain for the blue, because I'll be doing it in this video. I'll be connecting what I've done with these lines to the high and the open because I've done it to the green already, and we'll take a look. So what I'm doing is I have a brain. I have three brains, and here we can't really see it because they're close together. But let's say just to get a visual of they're all here. We have a red. This is a medium brain. The blue is a fast, and this one's the slow. So every chart has a medium, fast, slow brain, and it's controlled through the learning and the momentum rate where I control so I can get three different results, right? That being said, I want to tweak the learning rate and the momentum for these three brains. Okay. So how to determine this? I don't know. I'm just testing things out here. And what I did is I created another brain, which I make it go through a loop and I say, well, I first in the beginning I just hard coded like give me 25 results, like, and while you're giving me these 25 results, I also put a random function in the learning rate and the momentum, so it just sprouts out like a whole whack of results. And then I just ask it, well, in those results, which one got the closest to the price, right, in that array of 15 or whatever I am asking now. So okay, I take it and I recorded all the brains so I can go and fetch the training learning training options of that particular brain so that I could reintroduce it in the next cycle in the three other brains. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here, instead of hard coding a value, let's say it gets it right. Well, I don't need the medium brain to say, hey, let's do 100 brains. Let's just do 10 for the next round. Oh, here, well, I'm far away from the price. So on the next round, let's add some. So I just create a formula to do that, just that. And how does that work out to be? Well, we're on this tick here. The last tick here will just go up. I know where I'm at with all these gibberish lines. So here, that's for the close. And here's the low. So the best brain amount for the low will be used next, 49. Well, 49, and you can't see this. Oh, there we go. Brain array sorted and brain array not sorted. So the best brain is this one. The needle for the low, which was the latest price, 21 through 31, would be 31.18.1 right there. Okay, so it's being compare with that. It takes 49 array, not sorted, so it's not. It's position 17, the 17th brain. So the first one, it's the first one here. It's array sorted, right? 0, 9 rounded up is 1, just like it showed right here. So if that's not too confusing, so I'm using more brains so that I can fetch these two. I think that's the one I'm looking for. I should have wrote it differently here. Well, I could look. I could always look here. No, not that one. I have to reformulate that like a JSON. It's not okay. Where is my learning rate? Yeah, I think I should have wrote it. These are my learning rates. These are the what came of the best brain. Okay, so out of the best brain, I'm going to rewrite that. The learning rate was 0.18 and the momentum was 0.28 for that particular tick, you know. So and it'll just keep changing all the time. So the next one is the close, because the close is hooked up, is doing its job. We can take a look. It was brain number 21. It used 22, right? So I have 22 here, not sorted. So brain 21, 21,322, 21,320. That's the closest, like, which in all of this, see, this is the closest one to the needle, the latest price, which was probably this one, or yeah, 320.61. Yeah. So I'm changing that array. If you notice what I'm trying to do here, and in my other video the other day, is I added this little piece of code that determines how much the amount of brains, how many loops should I do to produce an array of results, right? So I hard coded that, and I had forgot that I have to put the array out of my dispatch a try catch function, because the try catch function actually it cleans the array on every cycle, right? So if you want to keep data, you have to kind of push it outside the dispatch function, which that is used to preserve the data for other things, if I'm saying it right. But anyways, today we will just copy paste, like a copy monkey paster, and I'm going to push that up into the high brain here. So I'm going to do something just to make it look kind of nice there. So now we're in the high, so I have to change these functions here. Let's see if I can do that semi-quickly. There we go. Take all that. And it's going to be HGH. No, not with the capitals. HGH. Or no. HIGH. There we go. That's the one. All right. And then I'm going to also take this, control copy, and go set it. I'll hide this for now. Paste. Change those values. Like such. Boom. Um, I also need to see if I can grab them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like that. Bring them out here. Looks good. Okay. And right here. And I also have to take that guy and I'm going to do it right over here. There. Come up here. Paste that one there. Boom. There, like that. So, yeah, I'm here. So I go here. And so, like I said, it takes the. This is what I want to formulate here. The brain check. I should put brain learn rate check. Brain check there. It'll be easier to understand that. Probably should do it here too. So let's save that. Cool. Gotta check. 1966. What am I doing here? Okay, we're on the high. Yeah, it hasn't been changed here. H-O. Oh. There we go. That was hard. Okay. Oh, one more. HGH. Brain. Okay. Boom. Oh la la. What's wrong here? Oh, there we go. HGH. Best brain. HGH. All right, so let's just refresh this, and now the high should be resolved soon. Boom, boom, and you can't really see big difference like right away because before I was using a bit of a random function to So let's go check low, close. Oh, I didn't change. On default, it starts on 10. So change right here. Be easier to look at. Dun, 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 dun. And I'll just, oh, yeah. You know, let it restart. Poof. So 10 is the default start. 10 right now. Close, close. Oh, that was my fault again. I'm not gonna. I'm nervous. It's supposed to be high. I got my close already done over here. Well, I'll just write it. I'm not gonna save it. Let it run. And I still have to do this with the open. So as you can see, they're all like individually separated. So close is going to use 12 brains. The low is going to be using 25. And the high, my little mistake here. Nervous. So it's picking out in these 25. It created an array, sorted and not sorted. It was the brain number 4 in that array. It was the winner. If it's not sorted, it's this one here. And if it's 319, and if it was sorted, it's the first one, 319. And I record the neural network to go and fetch the learning rate to re-inject in these other brains, which they're see, I'm working. These are the brain that I just worked on here. Let's move it up here. And it goes up to about here. So your training set for that particular brain. And it's all that, right? If I go, I got some more brains up here. So if you just pluck in here, high brain, and this one here is 1 out of 3, right? So it's using that train. It's the same training array, just with a different handle, so I don't get mixed up in when it has to loop. The other brain has to loop like how many brains, so I don't use the same. So it trains. It sets an item, then it takes that item and does another round with it with brain number 2 and then brain number 3, 2 of 3. And how I run the fast is all about the learning rate that I'm looking for is coming to be introduced in this little tiny handle. And because this one is the alpha, I call it alpha medium brain, and medium and beta is slow. So if you can notice, I just kind of tweak -1 here with the result of what it's coming from those brains of the high. not the low, all together. And see, this is the medium brain where that's the learning rate will be that. The fast one will have that plus this, and the slow will have that minus this of that, of this brain that I'm using. Oh, I got it all right. It's the close, or yeah, temp close. It's the low and the high. See a bit of a, when I see the H here, it's my my high section. So I got to repeat that same thing to do with the high, which I'm going to kind of cut the video here, but it keeps repeating. But if you can see the kind of logic that I'm trying to set in motion here to you go fetch the learning and momentum of the tick to reintroduce in the three brains: fast, slow, and medium. Red, medium, blue, fast. So see, the price goes up, the blue's like kind of on top, the red's in the middle, and the slow is right here. And look, we just kind of split up right here. So when brains are together, they kind of, the theory is they agree. Not that they're right, just the brain, these three brains agree together. And when they don't agree, like when they split up, it's like volatility is in front of them, in front of the data, and they're like, what should I? Brains are like getting all more tweaky. So this could resolve down or up, when the brains, it's through observation and no financial advice. And that's my other indicator for the zones. If you're curious, I did. Okay, I'll leave it that right there so you can take a moment to understand. You'd have to pause how I built for the zones. That's another step, how I built these zones here. So I can create conditions. So if you had the moment to pause and read that, go right ahead. If not, I'll be doing another video another time that creates these zones here, in degrees, and I could explain more, the weight, when the zones are, the price is above, zone 1, coming in through zone 2, 1582, from 0 to 180, I evaluate the lines that the brain itself is producing, then it creates how it sees itself towards the price and create a zone. So that's interesting. And I do it just separately, like when I'm looking at the high price, the low price, the open price, the low and the close, all separate. So I can get a kind of, this is the tick of the moment. Okay, if it's broken, it's broken. I'm going to have to check why it's broken. It shouldn't be broken. This should be that zone. I'm going to check that. Little tweaks. How about this one? 51. Yeah, this one's there. It creates an average of this here. And then it shoots it up so that I can average all four of them all in one number here, which gives out that graph, which is the same. It looks the same here, right? So, yeah, I'm going to deepen that subject another time. So I'm out of here. I'm trying to redeem myself from my last video. So, okay, ciao, ciao.